everyone. I hope that you're doing well. I'm just jumping in here just to check some energy. Those of you, if there's anybody upright on my channel, I need prayer. I've really had a big energy day, and I need prayer. I really do. I have something to say and it's nighttime, so I'm just going to get up in the camera and I'm going to say something here. I'm fixing to go to bed after I don't care what I look like. Anyway, to the person who took the life insurance policy out on me, I shall live and not die, and I shall declare the works of the Most High God, Jehovah Elohim. You do not get to murder a person. The person that's going to die at the end of this thing is you. Mr. King of Pentacles. I don't know who you think you are, but you're too freaking big for your freaking britches. You want somebody dead, God's going to kill you for it. My name is Shannon E Hensley. I'm 53 years old, and somebody needs to get up right now and shut that life insurance policy down. I don't have a life insurance policy. Somebody took it out on me. Most High just told me so, and then he backed it up. Okay, so there's a secret agent out here that the Most High says is on technology, and I don't know if you're upright or not. God just said that there's a mole here. We have somebody stuck and crazy in backwards organization coming out here. Most High God, I invite your presence here, and I just ask you, God of war, to send out the archangels against every person that has been violated by another human being, that you would send the archangels out to fight for your people, and you would chase your enemies 7 ways, and you would beat them to a freaking pulp. We dealing with a crazy piece of nutcase. 4 of Pentacles, and the knowledge about it is known. And then we got this King of Wands out here, whoever that person is. If he's upright, he'll get up and take action. Otherwise, if he's not, he's a piece of nutcase, and he changes, and he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. He's full of pride and conceit and ego out here. If you're brand new, I'm dealing with a murderer, okay? I'm dealing with somebody who's already murdered my family and stuff like that, and they think they're going to snuff me out. They're just not going to get it done, because the Most High said, I shall live and not die. I keep the commandments of God. I love him with all my heart, with all my strength, with all my soul. I honored my mother and father, and God has an obligation to keep his word with me. So this piece of nutcase that thought they were going to snuff a person out, they just walked into their own freaking trap out here. The person is a gross individual. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the Strength card, the 9 of Swords. They're going to go to jail for it. You're going to go to prison for a long time for what you've done to me. You sure are. God said somebody's coming for me, man. You will be hunted like an animal. Because that's what you act like, as a freaking animal out here, thinking that you're going to try to take somebody's life. You piece of crazy. You have the spy, which is the mole that God just told me was here. And the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. And then we got the Hermit at the bottom of the deck here. So I know who this person is. Hey, Gina, how's it going? So somebody had sent me some technology here at this hotel that I have been stranded at. These people put me here to be stranded here. They've been trying to get me out on the street. Those of you who may not know, if you all know my story, then you do, but a lot of people do. And I can't believe that over 1,000 people on Instagram the other day heard my quick story. And I should have been already rescued 2 days ago. I should have been rescued months ago. But there's a so-called preacher, that King of Wands, and some type of nutcase connected with him called Gina, and or whoever the piece of crazy is, sent me some technology here in this hotel room. And they sent me like boxes and boxes of pancake mix that had grizzly bears all over it. It was chocolate chip pancake mix. They sent me other little types of foods and stuff, because I'm stranded here. But they sent me technology here in this hotel room, and an iPhone and an iPad. And I was already having problems with my YouTube channel, but I've got everything recorded. Every single thing that's happened to me, I've got it recorded. I've got open shut case to some people that have tried to murder me. And they sent me this stuff here in this hotel room, and they thought they were going to use my work here on YouTube, and they did it for a while. And I didn't never have a iPhone before, but they've got like the key that chains you up. Well, they had all the information. After I had signed in on my 2 YouTube channels, actually I have 3 YouTube channels, but after I signed in on them, all hell broke loose on my channels. And this person would act like they're all godly and stuff, and they called me by my middle name, Elaine. And years ago, I started Apex Tarot, a pure spirit channel on YouTube, and I used to go by the name Elaine. So this person, and I don't go by Elaine, but this person called me Elaine in the letter that they wrote me. And some chick named Gina had contacted me before I got all of that merchandise here. They sent me a watch. They sent me a necklace that even had my name Elaine on it. They sent me a couple gift cards. They just sent all this stuff. Didn't even know them, but they were supposed to be sent. They called themselves a Christian philanthropist. Now, what I don't understand is these people that sent this stuff to me month after month. I had been stating how I had been being messed with by people trying to hurt me. Have talked about my vehicle. Somebody messed with it. A dirty mechanic put newer parts on the opposite side of the parts that should have been fixed. They didn't even fix the part that needed to be fixed, so that I would crash on the road. I'm dealing with a very dangerous party out here, folks. I'm dealing with a dangerous party out here. And they just think that they can just stuff me out. We'll just take a life insurance policy out of her, on her, and we're going to kill her, and we're going to wipe our face, and we got the money, and we just played a little game here, and that's what these people do. And these people are not just doing it to me, they're doing it to other people, and you could be their next victim. You could be their next victim. It's some person connected to a church somewhere. It's who they are, I guess. But they called themselves a Christian philanthropist. My question was, well, if you're a Christian philanthropist, why didn't you say my church is getting together because we've been watching your videos knowing you're in danger. We coming after you. We're going to get you, and we're going to help you. They didn't do any of that. There's a game that they're playing here. These are wolves in sheep's clothing. This crazy person called me, this lady, and we'd been talking on the phone. She said she found me on my YouTube channel, and we would talk, and I thought she was just being kind as a person, until I received all that stuff here at the hotel. We had a specific conversation on the phone about pedicures and stuff like that. I just thought she was just being, like women talk about going to get their nails done and stuff like that. I know she was crazy. Anyway, when I got that box of stuff that they sent me a couple days prior, before that box came, somebody kept sending me flowers. Okay, which is kind of ironic, because for a long time I would read, and the word flowers would come out on my table. which is kind of ironic. But so I was getting these flowers in the mail sent to me here at the hotel. And it was signed by a Christian philanthropist. The person down at the office said that that's all that the person told them to tell me that they were as well. So they were some type of an admirers, per se, is what they said. So I was just like, okay, some guys watching me on YouTube. Okay, whatever. And that is not what was going on. But anyway, this box of stuff came, and something that was in that box related to something that this chick that had gotten a hold of me, we talked about the pedicures and certain salts and stuff like that for your feet for the pedicures, and I had a whole pedicure stuff in there and salts and stuff that she was real adamant that, you know, wanted me to have and all that kind of stuff on a phone call, but it just so happened to be in this box of stuff as well. And people, I'm just dealing with some people playing some games with me, and it's absolutely not fair. They have taken my YouTube channel, and that was the only way that I could survive for at least paying, you know, at least like a week of shelter being stuck here by my YouTube commercials. Last month, I just made just a little over $100 for my commercials. They took it way down. When I got that technology the first month, I had that technology. I made $400 on my commercials. I didn't realize at that time. I know that they're running my stuff to different countries, but it took me a while to figure out some things that were going on. And then it just dwindled around because I began to get on my YouTube channel and begin to talk about it. And when I got up on my YouTube channel, they have just been exploding my channel to get my stuff down because they don't want people to know who they are. And I just said last week, the whole month so far, I've just made on this, I think it just showed $20 so far, just for the whole month. For my commercials, I have went down to barely people, 15, 20 people watching my videos when I was having 300 and 400 people at a time watching it. And even at that, that's suppressed because I've got 9,400 people on one of my other channels. I'm lucky to get 50 people to view a video when they were being viewed more than that. They're doing it on purpose because they want to murder me. I think they're just going to play some game with me. And these people, they're going to go to jail and sit for a long time in prison is what it's showing here. They will be executed at the end of this thing, and I will push their execution button for everything that they did to me. And I'm not going to shut up talking about this until they're behind bars, and so that I can enjoy what I actually used to enjoy doing when I get on my YouTube channel and just read and let the Most High just whatever. But it's turned into a knockdown, drag out, piss war between these wolves in sheep's clothing playing games with people's life that's unacceptable. And these people got children around them as well. Whoever they are, whatever they are, they're filthy, they're dirty, they're demonic people, and they need to be taken out of society. I need help. I need help. They are going to go to jail. This is incarceration. This isn't our incarceration. When I talked to that lady, her name was Gina. She stated that she had some type of a connection with a preacher there, that some type of relations was there with some preacher with her. When that type of conversation at the, towards the end of me cutting her off was there, I just began to have some strange feelings about some stuff. It just all went downhill. What they tried to do with me, it just absolutely exploded because they touched the wrong person. I don't know. It's crazy stuff going on. I don't know the people, don't know why they targeted me. I believe that my content is in some type of a different out of country and they act like they're me. I also have a Spoon Audio network, and I stated that I did a reading on that network, and then I went on my Facebook and I posted it on Facebook, and when I posted it, all this Japanese writing was underneath it. Crazy stuff on technology is going on. So if you do have a platform in any way, shape, or form, folks, you really need to take a look at it. I got scammed really, really bad out here, but God, the Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, he's going to get the last say of these people. They touched the wrong person here. They freaking touched the wrong person. So I said all that to say this because there's a word out here in the Hebraic language with the combination that goes to a stylist, which would take you back to technology stuff out here. As soon as I seen that word, I knew who I'm dealing with out here. And the Most High's calling these piece of freaks out. Whoever you are, your little preacher boyfriend that's married, or you're the something same sex something going on also with some crazy something around a matter as well that God has also. It's just a bunch of nuts. People are just crazy involved in the nonsense out here. Show me the tower. I don't know if it was what you would do if it was you. I'm sure you would have to do the same thing. I'm sure, I don't understand why people are just sitting there not doing nothing. But when it is going to be your turn, folks, after hearing this story over and over and over, you just sit there, you don't move towards a person. When it is your turn, and I'm saying when it is your turn because I know that the Elohim, his word don't fall to the ground. He says that you and I aren't going to mock him. What you're just sitting there watching something. God tells us to relieve burdens from people, and he says that when your whirlwind comes, you are going to cry out. He says, I'm not going to answer you either. Is it cool that people took they premeditated to take a life insurance policy out on another individual? No, these are murderers. No, it is not okay. We deal with the crazy. It shows they're crazy right here. Both these people are crazy. They segregate people. This is a card of segregation. I use you for your money. You don't use me for nothing. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. You do not. Show me the tower. You're fixing to get used, and God's going to chew you up and spit you out because you're nasty to him. The little piece of freak. Well, they get off on it. This is a card of that's a devil card. There's the flowers. Let Jehovah speak on. Let Jehovah speak on. Whoever you and your little lover is out here saying hallelujah. You got the person's married, I guess, and they got the lover on the side. I don't know what but they got something going on here, man. They got something going on the side with some people out here. They playing some games out here. Anyway, let Jehovah Elohim speak it on. Speak on, Yah. There's the flowers coming out. Sure is. And then the sickle. They are in danger. They are in danger. They're crazy. They're nasty. They're filthy. They're demonic. There's a cut going to take place from the hand of God on this piece of nutcase. The clouds at the bottom of the deck. They're crazy. I'm confused all the time. They are confused, in strife, confused, can't open up because I'm a doofus out here. I premeditated some stuff. Now it's your turn to die. Really. God says when my enemies and my foes, they came to eat up my flesh, they stumble and they fell. We got Angel out here to shut the mouth of a freaking lion. Stupid idiot. Get up and fight these people, folks. God kept bringing that stupid preacher out the other day. Oh, the King of England is here. Who are you, Mr. King of England? Should the king live forever, or are you somebody involved in it? I really don't know about anybody's heart anymore in authority. I really don't know. I would like to hope that we got upright people can get up and do the upright thing so that people can honor people that are up in some big positions. But I don't really know anymore. A reorganization is required. Well, there's a reorganization that's required. What is it that you're trying to, what is it? For what? To murder me? You ain't murdering me. I shall live and not die, and I shall declare the works of God. He didn't bring me this far, folks, so that the heathen can say, yeah, God couldn't deliver her. No, Jehovah Elohim is going to deliver me, and he did it for his own fame and his own glory through the end of this. The freaks don't get to wipe their face and say that they won against God Almighty. That'll never happen. Who is the King of glory? Jehovah Elohim, he is the King of glory. There's a reorganization. They came out the other day as well. NFL connections are here. Well, too bad. Kansas City, Missouri needs to be uprooted for their sports, because the people here, the authority here, have done nothing. Or whoever's at the top of something, they've ruined it for people. I was born here in Kansas City, Missouri. I used to love this city. I can't stand it now because of what somebody has done in my heart here in this city for their nastiness. It says they be blind leaders of the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And there is a ditch out here. There's a slut out here, slept with every Tom, Dick, and Harry in town. And just to get away with all this money that they've stole, and I guess the little life insurance policy they thought they were going to take out on some, that's craziness. And it's disgusting. You're going to fall into a ditch. And it says, every tree that my father did not plant shall be uprooted. And God did not plant this nonsense out here for somebody to get off on being mean and taking life insurance policies and playing some stupid little games on electronics with the people in the city. A hypocrite is here. A hypocrite is here. A hypocrite is here. Came out earlier today. Murder. Yes. And they're sitting there saying hallelujah. No, thou shalt not murder. But you will be killed for being a murderer. Big difference. You will be killed for being a crazy murderer out here. There's probably child sacrificing going on out here because God said so the other day. Mischief. It is out here. The person's a piece of crazy, and there is a ditch out here. They say hallelujah, and they jump in bed with everybody, and then they lead everybody into a ditch. God calls a prostitute a ditch. Somebody went astray by a seducing energy out here. It's time for you to go away now, out of the planet, to the abyss for all eternity. We have, so the Messiah is our shield and our buckler. Whom shall we fear? This has a meaning of a shield and a protection out here. Okay, well, somebody does need to get some type of protection for me. It's emergency for shelter. I've done nothing at all to these people. They just targeted me. They've taken the works of my hands and thieving on me and other people, and I got to sit here and suffer when I am a hard worker. And I sow seeds of righteousness to get these kind of crazies out of our earth realm that's wreaking havoc. We don't want people like this in our leadership. We don't want people just, even in society, just, I don't care who they are, but there is a preacher out here and some mistress out here, because we had a mistress lady come out the other day. I don't care. They crazy, and they need to be out of society. This is, the pictograph is the hierophant here in this rune. In the Hebraic language, the pictograph actually is kind of like this, which would be a preacher energy. Also, there's a housekeeper involved in something for some of y'all's cases. If I turn that around, it looks like a broom or a mop. It also looks like a bird's leg, which is interesting because that word that's out here that represents a stylist that I was talking about, also one of the words out here goes to the talons of a bird. The bird's claw. This, you can't really see it, but this rune looks like, if I turn it around, it looks like a bird's leg. So somebody works with birds, or there's a connection to birds. Somebody's arm and fingers are also out here. They may have something's on their arm, in their hand, with a tattoo. For some of us, that is the truth. That's a great big clue for some stuff out here as well. Person's freaking nuts and dangerous out here with that energy. But anyway, there's birds, and we got the United States of America with that as well. We have a mole out here. We have a secret agent out here. Murder. It's out here twice. Speak on, Yehovah Elohim. Somebody is trying to do it. I'm sorry. You're already guilty for it. You're already guilty for it, freak. I don't know who you think you are, but you're not God. You don't get to snuff a life out, but your life will be snuffed because that's what you want so bad. The Most High said He's going to make it out for good. Thank you, Jehovah. And bad thing is going to be made right. And we do have children that's been murdered. Some of us have had children that have been murdered in this matter because of some crazy piece of nutcase out here. God is going to help. Older person is involved in some stuff out here, and somebody does have a split personality. Like I said, it shows it right here. They're crazy. They absolutely filthy, dirty, demonic, and crazy. They in danger of God and hellfire. You think God's going to rescue this seducing piece of ditch out here that's already created some nonsense out here and they're a hypocrite? No. God is not going to save that nonsense. He's going to cut them out. It's the upright that shall dwell in the land, and the wicked transgressors, God says, they get cut out. Y'all are nuts. We don't fear you. We are here to teach against you people. It's your time of judgment. The snake in the grass. And Most High tells us to stomp it, and I will stomp it. I'm going to push your execution button. You want to take my life so bad, God's going to let me push your execution button. The park. Something happened at the park. Somebody may have gotten murdered at a park. A child didn't just here. A child was at the park on their bike. Something like that's taking place. I don't know. Whatever that's about. There it is. Speak on, you Elohim. Somebody is a wolf out here. Somebody is a wolf out here, and they will go to prison. You will go to prison. You will die there. Those of you who can help me, my Cash App and my PayPal is Shannon E Hensley. Jehovah Elohim will not withhold any good thing from you and I if we're walking uprightly. And I am waiting for a rescue team, and I need help until they get to me. And so if you can help me, you would be protected. God is saying He's going to make a bad thing right, and I will thank you at the end of this matter. They couldn't even touch me with any money, what they're going to owe me at the end of this nonsense. If you can help me, thank you very much. I'm in need of some food. I think I got 3 eggs left. I got about that much flour left for food. That's it. I think I have some potatoes. But I'm going to need shelter, and I need some more groceries until somebody can get here. Thank you very much for your help. May God bless you. Shalom.